What's up, 3 Mafia? It's your boy Derek, and today I'm coming at you guys with another Yahoo Fantasy Football video. We're going to be looking at my league. We're going to be doing some more power rankings. It's got really interesting. Let's get right into the video. Alright, so we're going to go off power rankings, kind of like how the NFL does it. You know, it's not like the record or anything, really. I mean, obviously that plays a factor. It's really going to be how well they've done, how good their team looks. You know, there's going to be a lot of different factors that play into this. So let's start from, we'll go just like last episode, 1 through 8 was probably the hardest. So let's go right through that. In first place, we got a new first place. I got knocked down. 2 losses. My team hasn't been doing too good. But let's start with Hella Balls, Jackson. Win over Joe. I thought Joe had the best team in the league. This was a huge upset, okay? Josh Allen, great. DK, great. Marquez Callaway, not amazing, but Robert Woods got hurt. He's out for the season. He's gone. He's done. Dearness Johnson had a great week. Huge pickup having him. Najee and Eckler are really the ones that take care of his team and take care of the dirty work. This team, I still don't think is number 1 just because of Robert Woods, but it's number 2. I don't see why it can't be. This team is still really, really, really good. Tampa Bay's defense is obviously pretty dang good too. So I'm going to put him at the number 2 spot, regardless of him being number 1. In second place, we got me, Admiral Dakbar. Man, my team has went downhill. Downhill. Julio IR, Derrick Henry IR. Julio Jones probably the biggest bust all year for fantasy football. It's been terrible having him. I hate it. I hate every single part of it. But I got Chris Carson in a nice trade, and I got Cam Newton on my bench. I think that was the biggest pickup by me. I will be using him to my best of my ability. Lamar Jackson, Justin Jefferson, Tyreek Hill, Jonathan Taylor, my big 4. My last 3 aren't too amazing. Chris Carson will hopefully be back, so I'll put him in for Alex Collins. But right now my team's looking too hot, but I'm still going to put me in the 3rd best spot in our fantasy league. Alright, best team in the league, no doubt about it. Falcon and the Waddle Soldier. Joe Rautenberg. Projections, he's got bye weeks right now. But let's just look at his team usually. Okay, we got Stafford and Kupp as his wide receiver 1 and 2. You put Waddle here. Cordell Patterson, who's questionable. I doubt he'll actually play this week. He's got a sprained ankle. Of course, he has A.J. Dillon. Aaron Jones gets hurt, which he has Aaron Jones too. Kareem Hunt. This team is just insane. Darren Waller, Stephon Diggs. They just, Stafford and Kupp couldn't pull it through at the end last week. Otherwise, this team is amazing. Almost 1,500 total points. That's almost 300 more than mine. Sheesh. This is the best team in the league. At number 4, we got Ryland. Man, this team should be number 1. Just because of this duo. The injury-prone running backs sets it back. Okay, you got Deontay Johnson, Brandon Ayuk, who Ayuk should be breaking out. Who knows? Mac Jones at quarterback, hit or miss. But he's also got Kyler Murray on the bench. Allen Robinson, terrible. Calvin Ridley, obviously out right now. And Odell, not the most amazing. This team is still really good. I'm going to have to still give it 4th place. I think he's in a good spot right now. Hopefully, these running backs stay healthy for him, but it's day-to-day with them. All right, for the 5th spot, I'm going to be talking about all 3 of these guys, 5th, 6th, and 7th. We'll start with Ryland, Scoregasms. This team looks on paper just stupid good, right? Herbert's been hit or miss, honestly. He's had his good games, obviously. He should be top 5 in points in fantasy, and he's like top 20 right now. It's not amazing. Tyler Lockett's also been hit or miss. Russell Wilson's been out. Geno Smith's been in last week. Russell Wilson couldn't get it done against Green Bay. 0 points for a shutout of his career. Not good to look for Tyler Lockett. Terry McLaurin's been pretty solid now. He started off kind of slow, but it's been very, very good now. Dalvin Cook, James Robinson, he gets hurt a little bit, underproductive. James Robinson is. Schultz is all right, and Deebo Samuel's the best player on his team. So I'm not going to give him the 5th spot yet. Let's look at Optimus Prime, Trenton. Terrible, terrible quarterback. Wide receiver core is actually pretty dang good. Another, probably the 2nd best pickup of the year, Leonard Fournette. Myles Gaskin, who's been hit or miss. Mike Gesicki, who's been hit or miss. Michael Pittman, who's probably the 3rd best pickup of the year. His bench is pretty dang good too. All right, Mike White had a good game. Now he's probably not going to play anymore. Elijah Moore is pretty good. He had that one really good game when Mike White was in, and he's got Nick Chubb, who's been on IR. But he's been on IR now. He's got COVID. He'll be put in soon once Gaskin's or once he's all healthy. He's going to be putting him in for Gaskin. I'm going to give the 5th spot probably to him. Okay, it's going to be this Optimus Prime right now. 7th place, we got Mike Oxmall. Joe's dad, You got Patrick Mahomes at quarterback, who's starting to now go off, so this value goes up. Cortland Sutton, Emmanuel Sanders, Darrell Williams, Adrian Peterson. This team isn't that good, really, at all. So I don't even know where I put him, but I'm gonna go 5th with Optimus Prime, 6th with Scoregasms. I don't think I'm gonna put him 7th right now. Let's go to It Hurts to Lose. Richie, who's climbing up, just beat me last week. Very, very cool. Very, very happy about that. Richie's team has taken hits, but looks good now. Now that he's going to be at full capacity this week, Kamara and Antonio Brown, I'm going to give the 6th spot to him. I think he deserves it. This team is just all around good. Jalen Hurts has been good in fantasy, not really too amazing other than that in actual, NFL games. But he's been pretty solid. Jamar Chase, everyone knows him. Antonio Brown's been good, just hurt. James Conner, Steelers fan, it makes me sad, but I'm also happy for him. Alvin Kamara's been solid. George Kittle's had 2 very, very good games. Michael Carter's been really good too. Really good team. 6th place for him. My fault. I meant to put him at the 7th spot and then Mike Oxmall at the 8th. So let's go right through it again just to make sure I didn't screw it up. We got Falcon and the Waddle Soldier at 1. Hella Balls at 2. Me at 3. Rylan at 4th. Optimus Prime at 5th. Scoregasms at 6th. Richie at 7th. And Mike Oxmall at 8th. All right, let's go to the rest of this team because guess what? They're not out of the playoffs. I mean, look, 4-6 isn't terrible. 3-7 isn't terrible. There's still a lot of weeks left. There's still a lot of football left. Let's go to Sermon on your TDs. All right, let's look at him. He's currently in, I believe, 9th place. My bad, I didn't check. He is in 9th place, and his team is all right. A.J. Brown he is a good receiver. Ryan Tannehill and that offensive line suck. They suck. They suck. That's all I got. Brandon Cooks has sucked now. Joe Mixon's his best player. Gibson's been all right. TJ Hawkinson had a terrible week, 0 points last week. He'll bounce back. T. Higgins is okay. Rest of his bench looks good. Mark Ingram's a very big pickup. I wanted him so badly. And Tua on the bench. Honestly, pretty solid team. I'm going to keep him at 9th for now. At 10th, we got Moderna Night Football on ESPN. Aaron Rodgers, Mike Williams. Mike Williams' value just went down a bunch. Keenan Allen's really been the wide receiver 1 now, which sucks because I just traded him. Devontae Adams, great. Naeem Hines, not that good. DeAndre Swift, great. Hunter Henry, great. DeAndre Hopkins is finally back. That's good. Rondale Moore has been hit or miss. He'd usually put Darrell Henderson instead of Hines. Jordan Love, Nelson Aguilar, Pascal. It's almost a tie between 9th and 10th. They both have they have similar problems, either in the run game or in the pass game. This is going to be my first tie. This is going to be my first tie of 9th and 10th. I'm not going to say it's a tie. I'm gonna say he's 9th and Sam's 10th, but it could go either way. You can make arguments for both. That's just the way I see it right now. At number 11 and 12, I love TDs and Jason with an F and M. All right, so we got Harold's dad. I mean, it's all just freaking Cowboys players. If the Cowboys play good, he plays good. That's all I got to say. He's in 11th place. We'll see how Mason's team looks. He's got Tom Brady, Keenan Allen, who I traded. So these two are pretty good. Tom Brady's been terrible lately, though, right? I mean, throwing interceptions. Marquise Brown's very good. Zach Moss and Melvin Gordon, not the best running back core in the NFL in this fantasy league. Pat Freeman and Jacoby Myers, pretty dang good. Montgomery's coming off of IR. He'll be putting that in for Melvin Gordon. CEH will also be coming out of IR. We'll be putting that in for Zach Moss. Noah Fant's got a bye week. This is a pretty dang good team otherwise. I'm going to put him above Harold's dad just because, if the Cowboys suck, he sucks. It's just that simple. All right, we got our last two, your local Mexican weed whacker and bye week. I already know he's going to stay 14th. He's, 2-8 for a reason. This team is all right. Receivers game is pretty good. Running back game is all right. Jared Cook is all right. DJ Moore should be better with Cam Newton. We'll see. Baker Mayfield's good, and his bench is pretty good. He deserves 13th, and then bye week Taryn 14th. His team just sucks. It's just that simple, Josh Jacobs he hasn't been running at all like how he was last year. Renfro's actually a pretty good pickup. Cole Beasley's all right. Carson Wentz is not that good. Travis Kelce's been good. Zach Ertz has been all right, and then he's going to put Russell Wilson in for Carson Wentz. So Devontae Freeman actually might be pretty good. Chase Edmonds is hurt. It's an all right team, but it's not above 14th worth. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to check out the Instagram. I'll have that in the link in the bio. We got our Twitter, our TikTok. Everything is up right now. We are rolling. We are rolling. More fantasy videos to come, especially as the season comes to an end. We'll definitely be getting a Zoom call with all 4 of us going, and we'll be talking about topics. So make sure to tune into that. But appreciate you guys coming out. Thank you guys for watching the video. And I'll see you guys in the next one.